Rejection! Sup, Muchacho? You're probably here because you received something like this. And if your dad hasn't told you this yet, we can still be friends. Kinda means fuck off and go to hell in a more nicer way. Alright boys, so now we're gonna go through the breakup recovery 3-step method to get you from feeling like shit that you do right now to feeling absolutely amazing and accomplishing things and not even thinking about the breakup, not even thinking about the girl, and just thinking about yourself and your goals and just actually achieving shit in your life. So we first gotta define the problem, then be grateful, and then here at ego pumping, shit is actually going to get real. So these two are the core foundations, but they are also very boring. They're not actually very boring, they're just more boring than this shit. And you're going to understand this quote, alright? The best thing a woman can give a man is love. The second best thing is freedom. Alright, so let's find the problem. It's gonna hurt a little bit right now for you, but it's a core pillar and like fuck you. If it hurts, like just fuck you, alright? Like just be a man, power through that shit and just find the fucking problem. So understand exactly why it ended for you. Why did the relationship end? Focus on the last 2 weeks before the breakup. Anything else is outdated information. So just ask yourself, what tension did you always feel when you met or texted her? What did your gut feeling say when you were at home and you texted her and she maybe didn't respond? What things didn't work out between you two? Was it maybe lack of communication between you two? Another guy she was talking about, like, oh Shad, he got like such a broad shoulders and a shaved head or some shit like that. Or maybe she didn't want to meet you, alright? And the painful answer is the right answer, alright? You know why it ended. It's just that you're hiding it from yourself, alright? So what I would do is I would download this template and just answer these questions, alright? You can also do it on a piece of paper. So just find your problem. Think back last 2 weeks, what's this shit, and don't move to step 2 until you've written it down. Alright? Write this shit down. It's a core fucking pillar. Sorry for swearing so much. I really hope you've done this shit. Other than that, we gotta be grateful. Next step is that we gotta be grateful for this shit. How can you be grateful for that? Because remember the agony you felt, right? Remember the agony, remember the sleepless night, the gut feeling that just teared you apart. When you were in the gym and you thought about the girl and you felt like, shit, I don't feel so good, and you pumped up some other reps, alright? Remember that feeling that made you stay awake and couldn't sleep. She just erased all of that from your life. Just think about it. When she sent this shit, she just erased every agony from the relationship, and she just yeeted it away from you. She like took all the bad stuff and just like, wow, it's gone with this fucking text, all right? And like when we think like this, we really understand this shit. Like the best thing a woman can give a man is love, and the second best thing is freedom. And she just saved you from this. You're a free man now. So I really hope you've written down the problem. Otherwise you can't be grateful and you can't use this powerful stuff. Alright? Complete this sentence. I'm grateful for this breakup because of X. It removed X from my life. For example, it can be, I'm grateful for this breakup because of her always talking about another guy. And it removed the anxiousness, the gut feeling that teared me apart, and removed that shit from my life. So via the breakup, we just erased every agony from my life, and it's just so, like, I'm just so grateful for that shit, and you should too. Alright, you don't need to do the shit, it's kind of cringe, but if you want to, I will do it, Just check around if someone's hearing me and then just like, wow, ego pumping. This is the fun part, alright? We've gone through, define the problem, be grateful. Now we gotta ego pump ourselves. And now is where the fun begins, alright? We gotta find a mission that's bigger than the breakup itself. And we gotta give our brain power, our focus, a better target than the girl and the breakup and the emotions of the breakup. Because you know very well that if you keep focusing on this girl and this breakup and the emotion and that shit, yes, you might be getting bigger in the gym, but bro, you're just tearing yourself down. You know, in the future, if you keep focus on the breakup, you're just going to tap down. So find a bigger goal to use your brain power on, to use focus. It could be the gym, it could be a business, it could be a job. Why this works, alright? Is because it creates direction and proof. We're gonna explain this shit. Direction first. Why we feel lost and out of direction after a breakup is because we had this stable relationship with a girl and it was kind of a part of life. But then she just went away from her life, alright? She just like, I don't want to be with you anymore. And it's as if she just took that part with her and just said, I'm taking this shit with me and you go fix your fucking wound by yourself, alright? And how we fix this wound if we tuck it in with something bigger than the breakup. For example, the gym, alright? And we're gonna go through the proof later, because it's also very important. Before the gym, I can say like, alright, my purpose is the gym right now, to get bigger, to get jacked. And your goals could be like benching 120 kilos before end of 2026. Benching, no, not benching here, but like weighing 85 kilos before 2026. And having like 45 centimeters wide calves or some shit like that, you know? Screenshot this shit, set it as your background and see it every morning. Every time you got free time, just put up your phone, look at your background and say like, oh shit, I gotta go and think about how much protein I just need to eat. And what we're doing is we take the focus from the breakup here and we lay the focus on something more important, like the gym, something we actually want to achieve. And I'm gonna show you my background real quick. Alright, so take a look at my background. It says maximum effort and then like 20k a month or some shit. I can put up a screenshot of this. But I promise you to talk about the proof. And this is really like the ego part about this. It's like now it's getting fun because she just ended a relationship with someone who's constantly getting more and more handsome, richer, more charismatic. And that's her loss, it's not your loss. You know? She ended a relationship and you found a purpose. And you're moving up. You're getting more handsome by the gym, you're getting richer by the business, and more charismatic by some other shit. Maybe you're reading books, maybe you're in the gym and speaking to people, girls, guys. She just lost a golden fucking nugget by saying this, alright? And we're not gonna say that she's bad or anything, alright? She's a human being, she can do what she wants. If she didn't want to be with you, of course she can go and be with someone else. It's not wrong, it's not evil, it's human nature. But it's also human nature to protect yourself, and we use this proof as a protection. So right now, define your purpose and goal. Just write down your purpose, 3 goals. Right now, no cope, just fucking do it. Then memory gathering. I'm gonna explain why we need this shit. Don't do pause on that screen and read before. Alright bro, so imagine this. When a girl leaves us, we have all of these like emotions and memories with her. And what she's saying when she sends us line, we can just be friends and I don't want to be with you anymore. She pretty much says we can't make more memories. So if you think back like, oh shit, that hill, and you know, like we walked through the forest and we were a beehive right there, like I'm never gonna recreate those memories with that same girl. And so when she leaves away and says we're not gonna create more memories, it kind of hurts because it's like a part of a life that is leaving. But the thing we gotta realize is that if we just write down these memories into a notebook, alright, we can go back whenever we want and experience those memories. And I can really explain how this works. You just gotta trust me when doing this, alright? So just right now grab a notebook, talking to ChatGPT. It's gonna be like 2 different methods we go through, alright? And just write down in autistic details, feelings, moments, everything, alright? If it's a carrot, sure, do that fucking shit, alright? Write down like, oh, it's a fucking carrot. If it's a dog, do that shit. If it's about benching and her screaming, like, write down, alright? Just be really into details and the moment. And the moments you have and the feelings you got. Get it out of your head and on that paper or into fucking ChatGPT or some shit like that. I promise you, you're going to be able to leave and feel better after a while, alright? Just fucking do this shit. So here's the two methods we can do. Option A, talk into ChatGPT. I would do this because I'm very lazy. So how you do this is open ChatGPT on your phone or computer, hit the microphone and just speak, and there's an option where it says show text. Click that shit, copy paste it into a document. Option B is write it down. This is if you want to be more emotional about it. I think it works as fine as talking to ChatGPT, but if you want to be more emotional and really let go, grab a notebook or open notes and start with the first memory that hurts the most, alright? Be obsessive. The small details matters, and just keep going until your head feels lighter. Save it somewhere permanently, it's out of your head now, and that's the point, alright? And with that, I say back to the hill. Take care. A breakup, it isn't very easy. A rejection, it's not fucking easy, you know. It can just be easier. So while you're doing the shit, you know, talking to ChatGPT, it's going to be hard, alright? But it's better to rip off a tape on your arm fast than slowly. We all know that shit, and it's the same, alright? Just get your shit done. Understand, it's going to be easier, but it's also gonna hurt. And there are going to be moments in your day-to-day life when you just get reminded of these like core moments in the relationship. And then you feel kind of sad, you know, but like you got shit to do right now, you know? You got a purpose in your life right now from this 3-step method, and you can't be fucking thinking of that shit. You gotta move forward, move up. So do that shit right now, alright? And then this is kind of a session. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it in the video, but it's for a special person, alright? And you know who you are, alright? I just want to say that I'm making this video for guys, because more guys need to know this shit. It's not for you, alright? I made this entirely video for guys, not for you. Alright, take care.